Yeah, when they've put me as the kicker and wanted to receive, I've either tried to stop them or I've been one down at the half and managed to both score and turn them over in the second half. Famously, a game against a Frenchman who got a blitz with his Dark Elves, and it was one space over the halfway line, so he got it into a huge cage, drove his score in, and the teammate leaned over and said, "Is everything all right?" And I said, "Yes, it was a blitz. He's taken my ball and scored, but it's all right. I'll score back and then turn him over and win." You could just see the belief drain in his eyes.
What are you sacrificing? He got everything on this team. Oh, he got 2 plus. Got Necromantic with all positionals.
Really? Wow. What's he got? 2 rerolls?
Yeah, 2 rerolls, and then he got +2 fame. Fuck hell.
Oh, fucking hell. And
Lovely.
is that Sweltering Heat or?
No, that's Very Sunny.
Oof.
Very Sunny, who fucking cares?
I mean, 2 rerolls isn't terrible in NAF, is it? It's just that werewolves tend to generate a lot of rerolls.
Yeah, he got blocked though, so he's gone for...
Yeah, blocking them up's reasonably safety-minded, isn't it? I think if I was going all positionals... Oh no, he's got a Wrestle Ghoul. Okay. I think I'd have gone with a Naked Ghoul, 2 guard whites. No, what am I talking about? I'd go with 2 guard fleshies, a Blodge Ghoul, a Shorehands Ghoul, a Wrestle Wolf, and a Block Wolf. And then possibly even a tackle white, but maybe a 3rd guard on a white. I do like a bit of tackle in NAF. People aren't expecting it. And if you are expecting to end up against Dark Elves and Wood Elves up at the top end of a tournament, if you haven't got a natural tackling team, then I think a tackler is... Of course, it's a carry until you reach those games. There's going to be games where it's cock or use.
Like this one.
If you do end up at the business end of a tournament against Wood Elves, you're going to be so grateful for it.
I don't know.
Or gutters. Or pro elves with their sidestep bloody blitzers.
The thing is, Wood Elf, the chance of him being in the right place in the right time is not that great.
Oh, it's not necessarily about the dancers. They'll come to me. It's about trying to eliminate catchers. The dancers will come. It is what they're born to do.
Nah. They will only come if they need to.
They will need to. Unfortunately, it always bloody works. They leap in, get 2 red dice against me, and they're both pals, and then they take my fucking ball away out of 2 tackle zones. Pass it down the pitch, and then smile as if it was the easiest thing in the world.
I'm better.
Bloody elf coaches, filth of the world they are.
But, not particularly great for me in store, but the Hellboy's listers on 4 wins.
Hellboy's going to have to try quite hard not to win, as the Chaos Dwarf have already had a piece removed before the game even started.
Yeah, the Rock definitely helped, and then he got a touchback, gave it to the Bull quite sensibly.
So you're saying rocks can hit your opponent, not you?
Yeah, I panicked because he has the fame, and I thought, oh shit, Rock, I'm screwed. I've decided to be a little aggressive here, though. I've gone for a bit of basing.
So you should. You've got
the strength advantage,
and you've got
a really exciting, lizard team. How exciting they are to play.
Was it a blocker going out as well?
No, it was only a hobgoblin.
Unfortunately.
That'd have been even brilliant.
Oh, it would have been so good if it had been one of the guard chorfs. I would have been dancing on the ceiling.
But it still gives you a big numbers advantage, and
why are we doing this? This is going to be fun if this is what we're doing.
Plus, one of his guards is tied up on the Crocs already, and as we talked about, he's only got 3, so that's not good.
And also, he's committing to the 1D on the Crocs, which is kind of what I wanted him to do.
He doesn't have to. He really doesn't have to.
He's red diced it. He's red diced
it.
So
didn't need to. That was so terrible.
Shitter. Oh, you lucky bastard.
Honestly, if he really wanted the Crocs moved, he could have put the bull in, cancelled the other 2 Sauruses, and gone with one of his spare chorfs. There was.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
All he had to do was use his mighty. Okay.
He could have used
the other hobgoblin in. One died the Saurus he's now hitting.
Exactly. He's trying to maximize blocks. That's what he's doing.
Is.
He's trying to leverage as many mighty blow hits as he can, which is
He's massively
Oh, there we go.
overblocking,
Look at that.
and it's cost him. Brilliant.
Boom! Get down, you bastard.
I
Right,
believe
well.
you expect the store approved expectation is get fucked.
Yeah, get fucked. Well,
You've been hanging around with Wank Nation too much, store.
I can
When I first met you, you were this polite,
gonna
well-meaning, nicely mannered German.
I'm
Excellent
blitz
use
one
of
of the
English.
guard chorfs because I want to get rid of them. I got the free hit on the mighty blow. I can then leverage a free hit on if I base the crocs again, which I'm kind of happy to do. If he's willing to take red dice, then fuck it.
My opponent takes a vanity GFI and tells me it was a misclick. Can't believe it. I thought he would just make a GFI for no reason.
Plus, surely we're monstering his backfield here as well, Hellboy, aren't we?
Yeah, of course, because
Glad
he's only got the hobgoblins. We can tie up all the chorfs on that side of the pitch with the Croxagore stepping in.
Yep.
And then we can bully him.
Not that I'm coaching in any way, shape, or form.
No, there's no coaching here. No coaching
But
here.
A bog standard skink can tie up a guard bull very, very well.
Exactly. We can even tag both guard chorfs, drop the crocs in the middle of everything, and then take our extra hits. Have a free Saurus another free Saurus to move down, skink down both sides of the pitch, and he's a little bit fucked, isn't he?
I would say completely.
Lord, and I won't give in.
Are you humming the Jimmy Fantastic theme tune to yourself?
Oh,
He is. He's a big fanboy. We all know that.
I'm a massive fanboy of Jimmy. Yeah. Big.
He has a post at home.
Jimmy's a lovely guy and a very good Blood Bowl coach. I just wish he liked Blood Bowl more.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Stop one-dicing.
No, you don't want them to stop one dicing. You just want them to stop working.
Okay. Let's try again. Stop, make it work.
Yeah. When he one dies and it's a skull, that's good.
He could also just roll pushes instead of people freaking always knocking my Tomb Guardians down.
Hahaha, take root.
In this game this morning I lost the Tomb Guardian to a 1 dice. Yesterday, this game I lost 2 Tomb Guardians to 1 dices.
Well, the answer is stop coaching Tomb Guardians and that'll stop happening.
I lost Ripper to 1 dice.
Isn't Ripper normally just killing himself? Oh wait, it's
really depressingly often, yes. And if not, just ruining the game for you. You give him a nice 3 die and he says, yeah, I'm still going to roll a 1 in 27.
Yeah,
in theory, why?
Well, there we go. I hope that
so that's what we're doing now, huh?
He doesn't need to roll 5+ on everything. It's a bit depressing.
My guy's got a bunch of 1Ds, but if he fails, then he's a bit screwed.
Until we could get. Can I get 1?
That's a bit
2,
if, don't you think?
4, 5, 6.
No, even if he doesn't, it's about pulling a reroll of those 1Ds.
3, 4, 5, 6.
He's only got 2 now because
he's still going to be slightly screwed, even if he pulls them all off.
Yeah, and I've left that Saurus on the bottom half of the bottom side of the pitch.
The bottom.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a nice safety in case he decides to punch through the skink and which is still where he should go. But
yeah, exactly. He has to go that way. But also, the Crocs boneheading means the Crocs is actually free next turn as well.
Yep.
Oh shit! I forgot to block first. Ha ha! I can 1 dice also, you shithead.
And not only has he got a lot of 1 dice, he's got to be very choosy about which order he does them in. He can free a Chorfa. Not that it can go anywhere, but he can.
No. But also the other thing is ultimately, if in the next 2 turns I'm leaving him the 4+ dodge away with the Bull Centaur, then that's pretty good, We may even have a pop on the ball in a minute. How's he going to protect the ball? He must be blitzing that skink, 3D blitzing.
He must be.
With the bull.
Yeah.
But that just gives me I've got 2 Saurus over that side of the pitch already, so. Yeah, here we
Yeah,
go.
I'd spotted them.
Oh, look at that. Didn't knock him over.
Never lucky, this
Never
fella.
lucky. Jesus. Is he GFI?
Okay, no, I don't hate what he's doing here. He's going to screen
gonna
himself
screen
off,
it. Yeah, he's gonna screen
which
off,
will only
isn't he?
really allow the skinks round.
Yeah, well, we can tag, we can blitz with the Saurus on one of the hobgoblins. We'll take that.
Well, better than that, I think you'll be able to get
He's just gonna leave
2
you...
die on the ball.
Oh my god,
yeah.
he's left me 2D.
Yeah, he's left you 2D.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. GFI. So we can run a skink round the back, tag the hobgoblin. Oh, and he's 1D'ing now. Here we go.
Hey, Dev. How you been doing? But help. He's just been one-dicing me left and right. That's.
Yes, it's a very simple 2-die. It's just 2 go for it.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah, it's 2 go for it as well. We drop a skink round the back, and we have to tag that hobgoblin, and then it's 2D. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got the other skink that stood next to the stunned mighty blow.
Exactly.
To
You've
do
still
the
got
recovery.
still got a fetcher. And another one that can get around there afterwards.
Yeah.
One that's by the blitzing Saurus can come afterwards if it needs to. Yeah, or you can tag the other bull.
Yeah, we could tag.
Although the Crocs will probably do that if it moves.
Yeah, I think we tag the hobgoblin with the Saurus.
Yep.
That's free.
First skink round the back.
First skink round the back, bang, run it in.
Then we do the blitz. Then you've got two skinks that then come for the ball. Well, one to come for it and one as cover, and then the Crocs can go have a chat with the bull.
Yep.
Although I'd probably do the Crocs thing first just to see if it works.
Agree.
That's a very good position for you.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see what happens, but yep.
Well, and this
I really dislike that not follow from the bull centaur on the skink. I really dislike that.
That was awful because also it's left that Saurus in range.
It's left the Saurus in range and it's left the skink free as well.
Although, to be fair, if it hadn't, the other Saurus would have been able to sneak through between the hobgoblin and the bull. But it was still better to follow up. No, this is down to 2 things. The first thing is the way he foolishly didn't win the rock despite having the fame. But then also just his incredibly over-blocking attempts on the line of scrimmage. Rather than prioritising, which is what you need to do against lizards, getting your ball 100% safe. And maximising the use of his guard. I mean, what the hell that guard bull is doing out there all on its own. When it's his only strength 4 option to a lot of your strength 5.
There we go.
It looks like we are done here.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Leaving you 3 skinks to come for the ball.
Yeah, well, we don't even, with this first one, we're just screening off the side.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Just
not, and then the other one's going to pick it up. I think I might even throw some blocks first.
Well, and then you've got the third one to tie up the hobgoblin or to reinforce the ball area. It's up to you. You've got all the choices in the world.
1, 2, 3, 4.
His position is terrible, and some of it's his fault. Not all of it, but some of it.
Not all of it. No. No, this guy's going to come in and tie in here, I think.
Yeah.
And then we'll run the skink down in a minute. We'll take the other blocks first, because to be fair, he's only got he can 2D he's got a dodge. If he wants to pick up the ball with a bull centaur, he's got a dodge. So I think I'll take these blocks now, because why not?
I just think that was the wrong way round. I think the other skink should have got to the same position. The third one you moved.
Why is he attacking? This is
okay then, PC, because you're not coaching me, so I would.
No, I'm just saying that's to me that was I think the one you're going to use to pick up has slightly more go for it to get the ball. Not that you need to. He's in such a terrible position.
That's the other thing. Is like, do I even need to get the?
Well, no. I mean, you don't. That's what I'm saying. Though you should. It's still better to.
Yeah, to be fair, I opened up Hellboy's game just because it seems more interesting than my own game.
There we go.
That's why you go on defense.
Yep, that's why I go on defense. You see?
Well, no, I mean with lizards I would too. I would do the same. It was more a question about you explaining to anyone on the channel who doesn't know these things.
Yeah,
Yes!
The team I go on offense with is dwarves. And I've told you why, and I stand by that decision. The team I'm not sure about is Khemri, for similar reasons.
The best thing is in this position here is if he doesn't
The thing
knock
with
the
Khemri
ball
is
carrier
not
down, I can just go
bashing
top.
anybody.
Yeah.
I can go into that top pocket and just sit there with nothing coming to get me.
I don't see any odds of him getting his chorfs off the line here.
No, he won't be getting them off the line. That's why I was willing to take those blocks. In particular, push that mighty blow one behind.
Hey, more last real world gun. And
he might have to try another 4+, which is an unappetizing prospect for him.
Yeah.
He's got the one that can stand up, but it can't get anywhere useful.
Look, he's maximizing blocks.
Oh, he is again, still maximizing blocks against AV9 Sauruses. It's not how you play.
He's taken 2 mighty blow PC. He's got one thing in mind, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Get fucked.
That.
That's pretty funny, Merrick. And just a push because he burned his reroll on the block he didn't need to take immediately, didn't he?
Probably get my tagger piece back, shouldn't I? I should.
Well, that's just made my screen even easier. Jesus Christ.
That's your problem entirely, mate. I'm managing to keep up with Core's stream and commentate the top game and have store available on my second monitor. Because obviously the Glorious Goblins are who I really want to win. I don't give a shit about top table here.
No one does. Just pointless matchup. Lizards versus Chorfs. Boring
Well,
game
also,
anyway.
it looks over, so...
Well, hopefully it is, because we're going to try and blitz the Bull Centaur off and then see what happens to it. If it goes down, then I'll try and stall up in the top. Top pocket. Well, look at that. There we go. That Croxigor can now stand right in the middle of 3 of the Chorfs. Thank you very much.
Are we going to see? Come on. I have no clue what he's doing. It doesn't make any sense. But he's used all his rerolls now on one dicing.
Always fun. See, I told you didn't want the one dicing to stop.
It doesn't seem even to try to get forward. Yeah, he's actually looking like he's trying to actually kill my team, which seems a bit silly, since all of them are regen. And pretty slow. He should just run away from me. But instead he keeps searching a fight with my 3 Tomb Guardians.
So I'm going to have to sacrifice my Knur stream. I do like Knur.
Yeah. No, it's good having, actually, you don't think. It was quite enjoyable having him by yesterday as well, for a bit of fun.
I think he's great. I mean, I meant what I said. You know me, I don't blow smoke up people's asses. I think he's great. I don't think he's the best Blood Bowl player in the world. But I think he's fantastic for newer players.
I'm pretty sure he knows he's not the best.
It brings a lot of new people to Blood Bowl that wouldn't otherwise see Blood Bowl.
He streamed some of the tabletop games that you were bowling in Sweden. He streamed me playing against Tim Dimony, but Tim Dimony famously fucked up his one turn and just rolled even more dice and still made it. That was hilarious. Oh, this time he had to wrestle me. So he could claw a skillet?
No, the Glorious Arsenal are 1 down already.
Is that glorious?
That's just their name, Cole. They are always the Glorious Arsenal.
Oh shit, sorry. I should know better.
The finest football team the world has ever seen.
You see, I do hope you mind I'm not maximizing blocks by taking the hits on the mighty blow. I'm instead trying to protect my pitch position. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know I should be maximizing blocks. I know that's how you win Blood Bowl. I know that's how you win Blood Bowl.
I'm watching the Arsenal maximizing their blocks.
Every turn.
Every turn.
Even if it completely destroys your position and opens up lots of routes into dominating the field for them positionally.
I mean, the guy couldn't have done anything else, could he? He lost a player on the rock.
Could.
He lost a hobgoblin on a hit that he left on. You know, it's no, I tagged him. He couldn't have done anything else.
No,
what a shame.
He could have done lots of other things. He chose not to.
Yeah.
The minute he lost the Hobgoblin, he should have thought, right, I'm under pressure here. I cannot afford to go this hard at the line of scrimmage. I need to recover pieces.
The other thing was that I did the old offset LOS, and he committed everyone to the offset.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, he's double skulled again.
You should
that's unlucky.
You should stop doing that. It's got to be.
That's unlucky.
I've said this before, and I shall keep it clean because we're on the Cause channel. But it's like you young people's obsession with bottom sex. Just because everyone else is doing it, it doesn't mean you should too. Line of scrimmage is to be used by people that understand its strengths and its weaknesses, how to use it, how it can be exploited.
Which is why I do it, because I like using it.
Yeah, but now everyone's doing it, and none of them know what they're doing it for.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, literally, there was a conversation I had in Dio's Discord with someone, and he was using the offset line of scrimmage, and I said, why? And he said, well, because I've seen it used. I'm like, well, that's not a good reason. Well, but why are you doing it? Well, because someone used it against me. I didn't know how to deal with it. Okay, but what is it doing for you?
Oh, glorious 1D skull.
And he couldn't answer because, he doesn't have a fucking clue why he's doing it. And what are its limits? If you're going to understand its benefits, you also need to understand its limits. But he didn't even understand the benefits, let alone the limits. It's like the suggestion of 5 brackets for 1 turn, even though your pieces that you're keeping safe will be blitzable every other turn. Okay. It has advantages and it has disadvantages.
So his wolf with the bulb completely... He decided with his wolf to go for 1 dice into red dice with no rerolls. Is that sensible?
No.
Okay.
Yes. But who's to say if it's right or wrong?
Me? Into double skulls, it's fine. We reroll that. Because we still got rerolls. It does mean that I need to do something else than I planned. Go there then. We need to move any of those guys. Yes, he can move over there. Move there. Damn it! Cannot follow.
Goodbye.
Core, if you were less of a banger, this would be less of a problem. You don't just win Blood Bowl games by banging people out. You need to do it with position.
I needed that down to be in range.
I feel so bad. I haven't taken all these additional blocks because on a push you'd be able to tag the ball carrier easier, hit the ball carrier maybe. I just can't. But I'm resisting this banger urge that I've got.
So you should.
Because I want to win the game.
Yes.
Because I want to win the game.
Do you want to win
the tournament?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
You can win the tournament, not just bang on men's.
Yeah, exactly. You keep banging, Core. You keep banging. Casualties.
Remember, if you win the tournament, you'll get to bang on women's because of the fame and the adoration of millions that comes with being good.
Yeah, fucking try hard.
Yeah, I know. Take tier 1 race.
You can say a lot of... I'll repeat what I'm normally saying about turn 8 and turn 9 and turn 1 defenses. That against anybody good in a nav, it probably doesn't matter what you do besides protecting your players. You don't want to get hit. And potentially for some team being able to take advantage of a blitz. Because even if you give them half a pitch, a lot of people is not taking it because they know they will score so fast if they do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy's got 2 KOs. He should have taken a babe. That's probably his biggest error. He should have taken a babe on the KO store. Sorry,
keg.
He should have taken the keg on the chorfs. That's the big.
But I think
gender irrelevant blood visor representative.
But defense. I was about to say, but your defense means a lot when it comes to turn 16, turn 8, and short drive turns. But even then it means.
I told you, it isn't so much about limiting them down the wings, Core. It's also about how I respond in my turn 1, giving me the flexibility to not have to break out from the centre of the field, but having people out wide that can then fold around on them, get around the back a lot easier.
Fucking
it reduces my movement problems if I'm choosing to come aggressively.
coming aggressively, are you?
Yeah, I often do, yes.
Oh, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, fucking hell.
Good job that this microphone is a headset microphone. My partner was in the room the other day where I did my old joke about I've been married 22 years. I'm not heterosexual or homosexual, I am post-sexual.
Oh, fucking hell. All those go for it working.
And her guffaw, the way she raised her eyes to me, would have given away that that's a bit of a lie. But it's still a funny line. We squeezing another one out of this, I presume, Hellboy?
Yes, we're getting another one out. Yeah, because I can free the Croxigor and tag some stuff and things. Yeah, I'm gonna get.
Hell.
I just don't want to. You really, you know, having come this far, to give him a 2-turn.
Yeah. I mean, Chaos Dwarves can 2-turn. They prefer 3.
Exactly.
But I've done it many times. You just need to make sure you're good on your hobgoblins, and that you pretend the bulls are a threat.
Yeah. I'm actually going to leave this. I'm going to stand up that Saurus. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to stand up.
The worst thing is that now, because he hasn't reached the time limit before, I can't time him out this turn.
Can warn him, though.
I can only warn him if he exceeds the time limit once.
He's getting fairly close now, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know what your problem is with this game? You didn't bring a chainsaw.
Yeah. What would the chainsaw have done for me so far?
You kill war dancers with it, or at least I did.
Yeah, I would have ran up, blitzed the war dancer with a chainsaw and got nothing.
That did happen a couple of times too, admittedly, and then he knocked the chainsaw over, but he heroically survived, got up, and I had this beautiful turn in my last Steel Bell match where I killed 2 war dancers in a single turn.
Oof,
well,
never
at least
lucky.
He has multiple opportunities to roll a double 1 now.
Oh, never lucky. I rolled a 1 on the box, failed a dodge, never lucky.
Why
yeah,
did
now,
they
interestingly, your position, Hellboy, with that stunned skink, that is the sort of skink that's going to be useful.
Oh my fucking lord!
You should leap from a non-marked square to a non-marked square and be inside your cage.
Yep, exactly. But
whereas
right
in
now,
current rules, you can use downed bodies as a real part of your wall.
Exactly. That's why that skink dodged to that square and not a different one.
Because if it fails, it still, as long as it doesn't die,
exactly.
it still fills a hole. And we all like our holes filled. Sorry, was that too much for you, Cor? Did that take you over the edge, that joke?
No, I'm
a bit frustrated. He just does his 3+ pass and is gone.
Just have my guy just keep, with no reroll, just keep 3+ and without failing anything.
Oh, Lean Garrick has got a question for you, PC, that you haven't actually answered in the chat.
He outs himself now as an SO, who doesn't understand offset. LOS, what are the strengths and weaknesses? Why should I use it? I tried it against Undead because I hoped I could make him place his mummies to one side, but he only put zombies there. What are the strengths of it? The strengths are trying to unbalance them, as you said, trying to commit their major resources to one side of the field, so you were trying it for a good reason. Trying to open up the other half of the field, which means in case of a blitz, you've got better routes into their backfield. What are the limits on it is it does exactly the same to you. It does mean that if he has put a decent counter against it, that if the blitz comes in on the side where you've put the line of scrimmage, it should be very, very difficult for you to get in there and do anything about it. And if he hits you down diagonally away from the centre of the pitch, then it means he gains really easy ownership of that central portion of the pitch at the key moment of if he's got the ball towards the front of his side of the field. That means he can get over the halfway line a lot easier with a lot less people in position to stop. Look, I could talk for a lot longer about the strengths and weaknesses, but essentially those are the strengths. Is trying to unbalance their defense, giving you easy routes into their backfield, which is why it should principally be used by Elfie teams.
Oh my
against
god, I
either
can
mixed
surf.
or bashy teams. And its weaknesses is doing exactly the same. It gives you half the field that you really can't gain access to, and it gives them a much stronger, easier start in the middle of the field. I hope that's at least helpful. It gives you some ideas as to what you should be thinking about in terms of choosing whether to use it or not.
It's unlike Donkey Kong.
Yes, it does, Villainage, give you a chance to abuse certain kickoff events better, notably perfect defense, because then you can swap the offset line of scrimmage to the other side of the line of scrimmage. And blitz if it is either a deep blitz or it is a blitz on the side you haven't set up for. But if it's a blitz on the side where you put the offset line of scrimmage, then you're facing an entire wall between you and where the blitz lands. So there's also some kickoff events it is worse for.
He's making blocks with no reroll, turn 8.
All I hate is when people do something, and I say hate, all I feel a bit aggrieved by is when people do something because they've seen it done and they haven't thought through what does it give me or what does it not give me, or they haven't asked. And yeah, I mean, copying, it's a great way to learn, but only if you are still learning and not just doing it and hoping it works out all right because it worked out all right against you. And the way you set up against it is exactly as he did. You shouldn't be tempted to put all of your good pieces on that side of the field because that's what they want you to do. You should still set up to take advantage of the offset line of scrimmage and make sure you get your hits. But you should set up on the other side of the field as if it may well be a blitz. So perhaps with chevrons, but probably with the front side of the chevrons touching the line of scrimmage. So if the perfect defense means they swap to the other side, you've still got some hits on their line of scrimmage. Usually at least 2 of the 3.
We surfed a Chorf into a KO, and I'm going to turn 8 stall. He can still do something with it, but he's going to have to roll a hard 5 or 6 without.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's so unfair. That's so unfair.
I mean, if I was him, I would be looking to roll the hard 5 with the Chaos Dwarf blocker and then get 2 dice on the skink. But that also means I've got to cancel first, so that probably means a 2+2+ first.
Yep.
And then if that works, I can go 4+3+ with the Hobgoblin through to try and pick up the ball.
Yep.
It does cancel first. Now it's the hard 5. He hasn't got a reroll, so it is a hard 5. I mean, he could settle for surfing the skink and hope to chip a number, and then come with the Hobgoblin if that works. I wouldn't hate that. It's not great, but
Croxivore on the Hobgoblin is nice, though.
Yes, of course, that is a 5/3, isn't it? If the Hobgoblin comes. Yes, I did miss the diving tackle. What a very polite way of pointing that out. The tail.
Tail, yes.
Very nice of you not to just humiliate me, but gently hint that I was missing the tail.
Well, it's why we moved the Crocs quite early, was to see whether I could tag it in, because if I hadn't tagged the Hobgoblin, I would have scored.
It's another lovely rule of thumb, and as always, I shouldn't use rule of thumb. It's a toxic expression, but it's another informal rule to be borne in mind. He did go for the chip on the skink and gets it. That's quite nice for him.
Yeah, well, we're not going to appo that. We'll save it for the KO.
But always move big guys first if the path to where you want them to move to is available, but hit with them last. And for the same reason, their unreliability. So know if they're going to let you down in terms of if you're just moving them, but don't let them let you down if you're hitting with them. Of course, there's 1,000 times where each of those isn't the right thing to do. But where it is the right thing to do, do those. Move them first, hit with them last.
Oh my god, is it too greedy to surf a guard Chorf? That feels fucking greedy, doesn't it? To be rolling an extra 2 dice that I don't need to roll. But oh my god.
Yeah, I wish it was Ali Rider, but it isn't. It was a medieval law in England, and that is the derivation of that term, even if the law itself turned out to not necessarily be as true as people think it may be. and the reading on its background, having been a diversity trainer for 20 years, I have looked into these things. The reading on its background is not 100% certain that that law was actually real. But most evidence seems to point towards it being so, and certainly the derivation of the term is from that supposed law. So yes, that is where the term comes from, even if the law may or may not have been true, and I would still, on balance, if I had to gamble, say that I think it was.
Oh baby, and his chorf doesn't come back.
I think the urban myth is the disproving of it, similarly to the American World Series, when for many years it was put about that that was because they were sponsored by the World newspaper and not because they were declaring themselves world champion of a sport that they play.
Is he gonna kick today, or?
It turned out that was bollocks. There never was a sponsorship by the World newspaper. It was just that they wanted to declare themselves world champion of a minor sport that only Americans play.
Oh, come on. The ball lands next to the tree.
We really want some.
I haven't looked at the goblins lately. That's very remiss of me. Oh, we're 1-0 down. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? Oh, God. Can we get a goblin in round the back and at least one die? You've got block trolls, haven't you? No, you've got guard trolls. We've talked about this before, Stor.
Guard trolls are great so far.
Yeah, and even if they were break tackle trolls, they wouldn't be any bloody use to you. There you go. That solved all problems. Mostly. Yeah, no, that solved pretty much all problems.
You're not looking at my match, right?
No, I am.
Why did that solve my problem?
I would hate to coach you, but surely if you've just got one more assist on the tree...
You're gonna need someone to pick up
1,
the
2,
ball.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then with 2 go for it's the one on the sideline that isn't the one that's picking up the ball could assist the troll to activate it, and he could then get 2 dice on the... No, 1 dice on the tree because of the bloody wood elf. You need 1 more space. And then the one on the sideline near the front could still pick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4,
The leader
5.
is gonna pick it up and hand it off to the Doom Diver.
Yeah, well, the leader can't afford to do that.
Okay.
I mean, alternative plan then. Okay, the invisible both cancels the assist and activates the troll. There you are, and that gives you 1 die. Or you pick up in a 4, and don't be such a Jesse.
Fucking hell, I'm tired of this.
Oh, that's bleak.
Oh, come on!
Come on! To make the pick up and not make the 1 in 9 dodge, that's evil. Oh, I feel
how he scored.
I would
I'm
just
still
like to be
annoyed.
able to make 2
I
dice
sacked him
blocks
and
without
he just...
knocking
He
myself
just
down.
elfed it, did he?
He rolled a 3+ pass, made some dodges. He had no reroll left. He only made the pass because he exceeded the time limit. That's the worst thing. And I'm not allowed to time him out the first time. And then I sacked him, and he had to do a 3+ pickup and pass without reroll, and it worked. It's so annoying. And now I have to do an offense against 11 Wood Elves.
Yes, you do. And as he points out, he did make the turn before in less than 4 minutes.
Yeah, he did. I'm not quite sure what that means for me, but...
Well, it means that when you add the 2 together, it wasn't 8 minutes. So you've got no right to moan. That's how maths works.
Fuck you.
Well, at least Hellboy's enjoying himself, even if no one else that's
Yeah, I'm having a
chat
great
is
time,
right
yeah.
now. Because the Arsenal are losing, the Flings are losing, Core's losing.
What flings?
Yeah, I've got a
Goblins?
problem
Goblins.
with it's a bit of a problem with my 4th double
The
skull.
beautiful Arsenal are losing.
It's not ideal.
But it is man shitty. Slavery city.
If he's going to hard commit to the top, yeah, I really hope he does.
And the glorious Arsenal may be owned by an evil corporate American that doesn't give a shit about us, but Man Shitty are owned by an evil oil and slavery empire that doesn't give a shit about human rights. I know which of those is worse.
And I cannot, for fuck's sake.
Oh, I've just seen the reaction. That's pretty funny.
Rip a ball.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, come on, Tomb Guardians.
Ooh, yeah.
Was that a touchback?
Yep.
Fantastic. Now you can just walk forwards, can't you, ever so slowly, and say, what are you going to do about it? Until his strip ball dancer strip balls you. On 3 red dice, because Wood Elves just don't care.
Do you think this guy knows that Skink
Oh, no.
8?
Rebuild. Into fucking stun.
So presumably you were just, Hellboy, were just scoring quick here and just nailing the win,
Yes,
aren't
we are. We were going to score down that side, which is now covered with both bulls. So we're going to do a quick switch and try and push through down the other side and score and go 2-0 on turn 3 or 4.
So you're swapping away from his move 9 pieces and leaving them behind.
Yes.
And swapping into all of his tackle, thick skull, move 4 pieces that are currently isolated away from the ball.
Why did you move the guard
Sounds
there?
like a great plan. I'm fully
He's
behind that.
awful. Fuck's sake.
Yes!
Oh.
However, you've got the strength just to dominate those dwarves.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? It's like
Yes, it is the thing.
I can just
He's
push
so
him
bad, and I cannot do anything.
However, you may have understood my somewhat sarcastic point within that.
Yes.
Lads, boys, lads. Fungus cast the tree.
Yes, that was glorious. I came over just behind it because I heard the thunk.
Get fucked. Not
I
sure
should
what.
have known you were young. You have adapted to this London street slang very quickly.
London.
Next, we're talking about how your mandem sort it for you. In it. Bruv.
What are you saying? You're just making up words now, right?
No, I'm
He's just
I'm
making,
hip with the young people core.
noises.
I can make young people noises.
Oh, by the way, oh no, it's CCR
Young
podcast.
people noises.
I thought they were going live with the Blitzpit thing, but it's only CCR podcast.
No, they're popping off the podcast at 5 and the Blitz Pit reveal at 6.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing here? I can blitz, but that's bad. I can block and I can try to blitz. I can do go for it, that's bad. It's all bad!
Unfortunately, he diced me, so now I'm having to abandon plan because I got diced. So
I don't know, Gary, what was I mumbling about?
Oh!
Was it about how the glorious Arsenal are losing? Or about how Manchester City have based their success on the money derived from slavery, oil, and the lack of human rights in their country? They being Abu Dhabi United.
Come on, to
United Arab
Ah!
Emirates.
It's so great being here with three people playing the game and constantly swearing and jubilating.
I missed the pickup.
we should definitely do this when there's a next NAF live on FUMBBL. We should definitely do this again.
What are we talking about? We're talking about every.
He's a -2 fungus and thinks about the reroll on pushes.
Simultaneously watching Store's Goblin matches because I love me some Goblins and I love me some Store. I'm also watching Hellboy on table 1 because somebody should pretend they care.
Yep.
And obviously I'm occasionally watching Core's stream, though the toxicity of his mad ramblings that he isn't just getting pounds is obviously quite wary.
I really just don't want double skulls.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me complain when I rolled
-3D against fungus?
And I have the Arsenal Manchester City game on because I'm a season ticket holder at the glorious Arsenal.
Come on, Tomb Guardian.
I do care about football.
Glorious arse.
At least somebody is.
I go up the arse every couple of weeks. That's
Oh la la.
Season ticket holder.
We just got I'm just trying to score with a Tomb Guardian now for shits and giggles.
Rex,
Yeah,
I'm not
Rex.
playing any games. I'm just the evil puppet master pulling all the strings. Hellboy doesn't make a move without me approving it.
Yes.
Yes, PC.
Yes, master.
PC, is it okay if I take this 2 dice block?
Yes,
Why have you based the Croxagore?
What is he doing? No, they're really frustrating, Martin. It's just he keeps making the wrong choices.
not if they work, Core. Then they're the right choices.
Oh yeah. Glad you upload
Sploosh.
him.
Okay. Okay, Mom.
I guess I
Fungus
don't
getting
get-
through some work this game.
Are we blitzing there? If that's a knockdown, we can try to pick it up. It's not a knockdown.
He's killed an elf. He's seriously injured a tree.
We might just be picking up with the Tomb Guardian. What can go wrong with that, right?
What can go wrong? That's a phrase someone knows in the chat, isn't it? What could possibly go
So
wrong?
we tied up everybody. And if it goes right, we can 1 dice, and then it'll be glorious.
Who can say that anything that anyone else is doing is wrong? If it's not on turn 8 or turn 16, then it's probably not a better option.
He rolled a 2, he didn't pick it up. I could have if I managed. This is hilarious. The problem is I still need to score not to lose, but
He's blocking Fungus again.
He wants to remove him. I mean, that is a thing.
what turn are you in?
Turn 3 of second half. Or it was
It's-
his turn 2 of second half.
What did we just 1 dice? Just 1 dice something randomly, didn't we? And then you got 2 dice. Take those 2 dice, that'll be brilliant. I would love that. Take those 2 dice, come on.
Oh yeah, come on.
Then I can try again with my Blitzer.
Didn't even die.
Oh, poor lad. Rolls a double both down into a both down skull on his blitz. That's savagely unlucky.
Oh! Didn't get me.
Get off.
Didn't get me again.
Would have to say I feel you've had the better of the dice, Hellboy, but also you've used it better, whereas he's played like shit.
Thank you.
Which does tend to help.
Yeah, it does help, doesn't it? Yeah, if you can play shit and get banged on, or you can get banged on and still win. Okay.
Let's go that way in to keep them tied. You can get up there.
Right, I'm going for a depressed about the football cigarette. I'll see you
Oh,
gentlemen. in a few
come
minutes.
on.
So if I... Oh, can I block anybody to
Bribe
free him?
fail.
Oh, I should have gone for the ghoul then. Ooh, ooh, sexy. Sexy. Oh, oh baby.
I wonder if he's gonna do another minus 3D on Fungus.
Oh baby.
Because minus 3Ds on Fungus to get a minus 2D on the board is obviously better than making a 3+ leap to do the same.
Oh baby. We can pick up the ball now. We have a plan. Oh no. Okay, this is going to be tough now. Where is he going? I think he's going there. There's one nurse. Oh, baby! Can we... Actually, that's 3 dice. Let's do that first. Oh! Just go there, that's fine. And we got the ball!
Woohoo!
What the fucking... And we are KOing all his team. We might... Woo! And we got a splat. It's unfortunately mainly KOs. Not great from trying to win most casts though, but I'll take it.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Da.
Oh, he -2 die double powered fungus. Lucky bastard.
Can you get that way around? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah.
You don't frighten
Frighten
us,
us,
English
English
pig
pig
dogs!
dogs.
Go and boil your bottom,
Bottom,
sons of a silly person!
person.
Ah, blow my nose at you, so-called Arthur King! You and all your silly English kniggets!
Hey, Rolex.
Fart rot in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries. Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time.
How did your game go, mate? I have no clue how he's. I know how he scored in his drive. It was pretty annoying. We know how he scored. It was a lot of dice without having a reroll.
Oh, the -2D against Ripper is coming? No, it isn't. Strip Ball Dancer knocked himself out. No, he stunned himself. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to draw this game.
Is it
I
working?
mean, I'm still in control, but I'm still trying my best to draw it. You know. I made a very questionable set of plays that last time.
Yeah,
Very
it's a bit
questionable. It's
Ah.
difficult not to. I'm not switching off, but you know what I mean. It's just like
yeah, when it's so
he's
good.
got a 75. He's got a 75 dodge for a hit on the scope if he wants it, but limited recovery. Like I've shut down his recovery options. That's the good bit.
That's the Petunian team on 4 wins and loss.
A Brett team. Ugh. Yuck. Bogalant.
Random passing. But this game, I really feel bad about some of those games. I did so many.